Today I wanted to talk to you guys about noise reduction. There's this scene mode in the Canon 70D, the 5D Mark III, the 6D, and a few other little Rebel cameras. It's a night mode where it combines 4 images, 4 JPEGs together to overall reduce the noise. And I fell in love with it. I was at Canon headquarters in LA, probably not their headquarters, but Canon in LA, and they were showing off the 70D to a few Disney folks. I got to be there, and I fell in love with this feature. And so did some digging, found a way to do it on in Photoshop CS6, and so that's what I'm going to go ahead and show you guys today. So enjoy. Okay, so we're on our desktop, and first things first, we're going to open Bridge. Now, I already have it set to computer, EOS Digital, DCIM, shown myself where my images are. Now, I took a lot. I took 50 of this particular set, this rocket blower. But for the sake of this, we're going to only use 4, which is what the Canons use. So we're going to highlight 4 of them by just hitting Shift and then the beginning and then the end. And that highlights everything in between. We're going to go up here to Tools, Photoshop, and then load them as Photoshop layers. That's going to pull them into Photoshop over here, and it's going to go boom, 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 and mine takes a second because it's a slow card, but you can see that it loads all of them up as Photoshop layers. So now, first thing that we do once in Photoshop is we're going to highlight all of them by using that Shift and hit the bottom one. Come up to Edit, Auto Align Layers. Now this is very important because if not, it's going to get all sorts of double, triple, quadruple images, and it does the exact opposite of what you want, is blurring it. I'm going to leave it auto, the vignetting, and the geometric distortion. Just leave it unless you know you're moving. If you're using a long lens or a wide lens and you're moving, the lens sometimes has fisheye effects, and so then the geometric distortion would be, you know, apropos. So once we have that, we're going to go up to Layers, and we're going to turn this into a smart object. Should only take a second, excuse me. Back up to Layers. Now here's where the magic happens. Once we go into Smart Layers, we're going to go into Blending Options. Now before I do this, I want you to see the quality of this. Now this was shot with a 5D Mark II, 24 to 105, at 105, wide open f4, and this was shot at 12,800. Now, I'm a pixel peeper myself, so I nitpick, but you can see right here, the star, the Giotto, or whatever it is, the rocket blower, it wasn't mine. Really grainy, you can still see detail. Mind you, this is correctly exposed, and that will make a difference in all of your shots with the high ISO things. But that's what this technique is doing, is it's taking out that high ISO. Smart Objects. Back to stacking mode, and we're going to go to median. Gonna think for a second, and you'll see, wow, 4 images, it just dropped that a bunch. Now I'm sure with the Canon software there's a bit of Canon software noise reduction magic, but this was just with JPEGs, 4 JPEGs, and large from the 5D Mark II. And then over here you can see the difference that was 4. This is what 10 will do. Oops. Go to zoom, hit our Z. That's what 10 will do. This is what I love. This is what 50 will do. Now, I don't think anybody's going to stand there and shoot 50 shots. They're probably crazy for doing that. But for long exposure, nighttime stuff, or, excuse me, got bubbles, different things, this really, really makes a difference. And of course you can go through and copy your layer, do a high pass filter on here, do your sharpen, do all your different things like that, and it will refine this image even more. Go down to overlay, and that gives us a bit more contrast, brings out the noise a bit more, but what are you gonna do? So that was my short little technique, and I'm using this for nighttime, outdoors, city shots, different things like that, to just, you know, the long exposure noise. I'm sure you could do this with stars. I haven't yet, but, you know, shoot 12,800, 25 seconds, or 20 seconds. Shoot 30 of them, layer them, use the geometric distortion, yada yada, and realign all of these. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it helped, and I hope you use it, because it's really fantastic. Alright, thanks a bunch.